22 years, you'd know a hell of a lot about franchising, and I know we've spoken about it before, and you've got a lot of opinions about franchising, because things that happen in franchising broadly in the news and all that sort of stuff affect every franchisor. Okay,
Yeah.
So we had a chat about this, Brad, and you got a lot of opinions on the way franchising runs as far as the value proposition and what people are getting for their money when they're signing up, what they're getting for their royalties and everything. So, where's your head at with that sort of stuff at the moment? Because you've seen a lot.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you know, Glenn, but there's roughly 1,400 franchise brands in Australia, including all the Subways, Domino's, Internationals and stuff. And it's talked about a lot amongst franchisors, the good force and the bad force of franchising. It's roughly 50-50. There's some brands that unfortunately give franchising a bad name. They are a marketing company in disguise or a training company in disguise. They make their money from failing franchisees and get to resell that territory over and over, particularly in the tradie mobile services market. And when someone is burnt by franchising, like it could be a son or an uncle of a neighbor, you know, the story.
Yep.
And someone wants to get into business for themselves and they hear someone say, don't do that. They're probably relating to someone who's been burnt by franchising. What we don't hear enough about is out of those 1,400 franchise brands, there are great franchise brands, a lot of great systems that have franchisees that become millionaires, multi-millionaires. We don't hear about those stories as much.
No, we don't hear about enough. And well, that's what Franchise Everything podcast is often about. We've got the predominant number of our episodes are franchise owner journeys, talking about their journey in the franchise. And it can't be always glowing. You know, people have ups and downs in any business. But, you know, I totally agree with you. I mean, I'm not sure of numbers and all that sort of stuff there, but I always say when I'm doing stuff on social or commenting or anything like that, saying, if you join a good franchise, you'll generally do pretty well if you follow the system and do everything there, right? There's always exceptions, but caveat is a good franchise. Because you're right, there are ones out there that are not so good. And usually where they're falling down is they're not supporting you in how they promised they'd support you.
Correct.
And they're not giving the services that they promised they'd give you when they came in. That is generally where the problem is. Anyone can come up with a brand. It's not that hard.